Yes, yes, yes. I had to do it again. Just go over here and shut this one down. So I hope you guys can come back, come back, come back. I had to restart, had to restart Facebook. And what I prayed did not happen, happened. So I'm not going to mess anything up. I have some screen shares I wanted to do, but I don't know how Facebook's going to act. So I'll just do what I plan to do from jump, my backup plan. So let's go with the backup plan. First of all, I want to thank the Most High for this opportunity. Thank Him so much for giving me the ability, the connections to get Readio birthed. It has been a long time coming. This was an inception the idea was an inception come about late 2016. Two Tigers LLC was formally started in early 2016 out of the need for me to publish what was going to start as a screenplay. First I said, okay, I'm going to do a screenplay. My late husband at the time said, no, go ahead and make it a book first. So The Veil Awakening, which is supposed to be a trilogy. I know I am long overdue on book 2, but business happened. So the need for, in particular, works of faith, inspired by the Most High. Yeah, we know we've got the other platforms out there that you can go on, but they are heavily AI motivated. They use a lot of algorithms. Readio does not use algorithms to place your book. Your book gets ranked based on strictly reviews as well as sales. Okay, there's no algorithms based on how many clicks or how many people purchase. Yes, I learned a lot about the publishing businesses. People purchase reviews. Your reviews are organic, meaning the person has to actually purchase the book in order to leave a review. So when they go on the app, they don't have the rate and review button available to them unless they have purchased the book. It is in their library. That's one way we control our ratings, right? So first of all, again, I want to say thank you so much to the Most High. It's been a journey. It's been 10 months. This has been the longest project I think I've ever taken to get off the ground, but this is tech. And if you know anything about tech, there are hiccups along the way. There's bumps and bruises, and we lost 2 months due to research and development. We tried some things. It just didn't work out. So we said, you know what? We're going to go without it. I want to thank him again so much for just giving me the insight, the wisdom, the discernment to know who to partner with, who to let go, which roads to take as far as assistance and help, and who to lean on when I was just feeling like giving up. I want to say a special thank you to my bright light, JB, my bright light. I can't say thank you enough. You have been my number one hero, my number one cheerleader. You have encouraged me beyond words just can't express how much I appreciate you always telling me how proud you are of the journey that I embarked on, how much you encourage me. This video is not the place, but I want to say thank you to you. I want to say thank you to my family, to my daughter who put up with me, almost pulling my hair out many times, to my neighbors who allowed me to just have those burst out, like outbursts of inspiration at 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you also to my team, the team that is continuously growing. I want to say a special shout out to Phillips Consulting. Listen, I couldn't do it without you guys. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Okay. Special thank you to Phillips Consulting. Another thank you to the development team. I have a development team that has been phenomenal. I don't care what request, how many times I asked a question, they were always there giving their full support and encouraging me, letting me know it's going to be okay. We're going to get this done. If you're an author, this party is really for you. It's not so much going into the app reveal. It's really telling you what benefits Readio has to offer to you. So you want to stick around to the end of this live because we have a lot to give away, right? That you can qualify for real easily. I want to say a special shout out to some just contracted agreements that we got just this morning. Special shout out to Creative cover book design. Thank you so much for partnering with us. And also to Kalish Design. Pray I said that correctly. Just want to say a special shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for seeing the vision instantaneously. I mean, you were approached and immediately you was like, I want to be on it. I see the vision. I want to take part in that. Thank you so much. I want to say another special thank you to Anointed Skincare. Thank you so much, Angela. There are going to be links placed in the comment section. Also, when this video stream is done, I'm going to go back in the description box and place all the relative links that you will need. Anointed Skincare has been so gracious to offer a buy one, get one half off coupon for their products. It is a small business and everything is homemade. Everything is made fresh. Skincare, soaps, natural deodorant. I did a review on the natural deodorant on my Facebook page not so long ago, and I said this thing is the business, and it really is. It's really, really good. So with all of that out of the way, remember, authors and publishers, you want to remain till the end because we have some exciting giveaways that you can qualify for. So that leads me to, if you haven't gone to radioapp.com, I was going to do a screen share, but again, Facebook is, let me see something. Yeah, it's not going to work. All right, so we'll skip over that. If you haven't gone to radioapp.com, I would say that you should go over there after this live. We have changed the landing page to our site. Do note, like it says on the top of the site, that the covers you see are mock-ups. Those are not actual purchases, so when you click on them and you see the same synopsis pop up, it's because those are just placement ads, okay? But the website is up, and I would say go over there and check it out. And Facebook really tried to put a wrench in my wheel, but I'm not going to let that happen. In our show trailer, or I should say in our app trailer, we discussed the features about Readio and why it's so needed in the space of Christian, or I should say more or less Most High inspired books, right? We didn't have a space really for us. Yes, there are some apps out there, and I did do market research. There are some apps out there and everything, but we wanted to be a bit different. We just didn't want you to have a place where they have apps. We are looking to build a community where those of you who are authors and those of you, we call them BPP, like B Bravo, Peter, BPP. Those of you who are BPPs or business, I should say, publishing business providers. So basically you have a business or service that caters to authors, helping them get their books published. It can be an editor, it can be a cover designer, graphic artist, someone who does book trailers, someone who does PR work, anything in between, anything that helps an author get their book published, create a reader base. You to us, we want to partner. We want to partner with you. You can go to our website, and we have, again, the links will be in the description where you can partner with us. We have, what else? Let's see, the event page. So, because Facebook has done it to me, I can't share the page that I wanted to share, so I'm just going to read over some of the things that we are making available, and I'm going to put it on another screen so my eyes might deviate from the camera, so don't mind me. Some of the things that we are offering in this pre-launch party. Just let you know. Some of the things we're offering. So we want to be gracious. What better way than to give away some things? So we have made available for the first 250 authors that take advantage of our pre-launch party event. So that means there's going to be a link where you can click and you can start the onboarding process. The onboarding process means if you are on Kindle or any place else, you would have given them like your real name, not your pen name, your tax information for those of you living here in the US, as well as the banking information that you want your royalties wired to. So we partnered with a company, we partnered with Stripe to do it so that no one at Two Tigers or Readio's team, we're not looking at your private information, your banking information, and so forth and so on. You're onboarding with them, and they're the ones that are helping us stay compliant. If any of you are in business, you know you have to do the KYC, know your customer, and you have to be very careful of money laundering. So it takes a lot from us in the administrative side, and it also gives you the security to know that we've hired someone that is protecting your identity. I've already onboarded myself. You can use either a bank account, or you can use the debit card attached to that bank account. It has to be a checking account, and that is where we will send the royalties to. So there's no PayPal payments. Everything is going from our bank to your bank as far as royalties are concerned. For those of you who are international authors, we are working with another company to do the same thing for our international authors. That being said, you would go ahead and do the onboarding with them, providing your state or government issued ID in your country and the bank account for your currency to be deposited into. So I think it's 127 different currencies they can convert the US dollar into to go into your bank. What else? So again, we are open for authors as well as publishers who manage a slew of authors. You can come on Readio. Readio, again, to be clear, Readio is focused on works inspired by the Most High God. We are not a place for secular books. However, in the books that we have on Readio, we have them what we call in subgenres. We have Christian romance, Christian mystery, Christian sci-fi, Christian fantasy, Christian Western, futuristic, speculative fiction, okay, those types. So if you're writing in this vein, then you know you're welcome. If you are someone who writes erotica, whether you say it's Christian or not, no. But if you have a book that has some swear words, that has some sex scenes and adult content, you are also welcome, because we have ratings that you will go ahead and rate your book, so that when somebody uses the app, they will see, well, this book is in this genre and it has this situation. Yeah, maybe I don't want that. Another great thing is we have it where it's rated, especially a lot of parents wanting really great content for their children. So we have children, we have tweens, and we have teens, 18 and above, so that you can find the books that are suitable for your children. If you have anyone in your household who is 16 or under, they cannot get a Readio app account, because we are following the child protective laws as well. We did a lot of compliance when we were building this business, because this is a part of Two Tigers, and we wanted to stay in compliance, because there's going to be content on there that young children really shouldn't be reading, because some books, and I know some authors, they write realistically, okay? So they have content in there that I don't want my 5-year-old niece or nephew to read. So we have everything by genre. So how does that work? As a parent, I know some parents, they will have the app downloaded on 2 devices with their login information, and they will be able to give one device to their child, and they will have the rights, or I should say the ability to control what books they purchase. Yes, your child can go and start purchasing books, but as a parent, you're supposed to monitor that, because how? In your app, or in your phone, I should say, or in your tablet, you will have your library, and your library will be seen on any app that any device that the app is downloaded on. So I would look in there and be like, wait a minute, I didn't order that book. Johnny, Susie, did you order that book? As parents, we have to watch our kids, right? So we did it the best we can. They can't download the app on their own. You'll have to download it for them, and I suggest you have the app under your name, downloaded on several devices to share with your children. Now, if your children are above the age 16 and they're adults, quote unquote, then they can have their own account. Okay. I'm going to look at the questions in a second. I'm going to take my eyes off of this camera. I just want to make sure I go over some stuff. Okay, so another thing, let's get back to why you're here. Why 250? Well, 250 was the number of authors that the father had given me. He said, for the first 250 authors that go through the onboarding, giving their information for tax purposes, all your information. Some of you have signed on and you haven't given all your information. It has to be complete, like your social security number, the last four, and your bank account. Once you have completely done that onboarding, then we will be sending you your login credentials to the back portal. We call it the RAP, the R-A-P, the Readio Author Portal, where you'll be able to change your password as well as upload your catalog, okay? We are only having ebooks and audiobooks on Readio. So there's no print copies being sold there, just ebooks and audiobooks, okay? So the first 250 people who properly onboard, who upload their catalog, whatever number of books you've written that you feel belong on Readio, they are going to be chosen, and they are going to get some free ad space, some free ad money. How much? We are giving, I did the math, we are giving away over $75,000 in ad spots. Out of that 250, 5 people will be randomly selected. 5 authors, or it could be a publishing house, will be randomly selected to win $1,000 each in ad spots. That equates to an ad a week for a year. So you want to be one of those first 250 authors to go through onboarding as well as upload your works. Okay, so international authors, you still will be included because we are going to give you your onboarding later. Again, we were working out some details with the company. So if you're an international author and you also onboard, that's giving us your email and your contact information, we're going to still give you the login credentials to upload your work. You will have a later time to get us all your paperwork and whatnot. So you still be counted in the number, as it were. So how are the ads broken up? Well, there's a link that's going to be on the screen describing that. But let me just say something first about the royalties, because everybody wants to know, how much am I going to get back? I know how much I'm getting over here. How much is Readio going to give me in royalties? Well, Readio is currently the highest royalty payment platform out there. So that means for a listing, a book listing of $2.99 or more, you get 75% royalties. For listings 99 cents to $1.99, you get 40% royalties. Okay, enough said. The categorization to be in the 250. Everybody's not an author who has penned and published 20 books. We know that. So we wanted to give everybody a little something, right? So if you are a cub, and we came up with names that relate to Two Tigers, because Two Tigers is the parent company of Readio. So we have the cub, which means you're an author of 1 to 2 books. We have some ad money for you. If you're an author, we call you a cat, and you've got 3 to 4 published books. These are books that are published, not the whip that you got in the drawer somewhere or in Google Docs. We're talking about published books. You're a cat if you've got 3 to 4 published books. You're a tiger if you've got 5 to 9 published books. And you're a streak if you've got 10 or more published books. A streak is what they call a group of tigers, in case you didn't know. So the value you get in ad spots, again, the link will be provided and you can see what I'm reading. Beautiful work. Thank you, Phillips Consultant, for putting this together. For a cub with 1 to 2 books, you get $40 value in ad spots. Cats, 3 to 4 published books, you get $127 in ad spot value. If you're a tiger with 5 to 9 books published, you get $162 in ad spot value. If you're a streak author with 10 or more published books, you get $287 in value ads. Now, to qualify for that doesn't mean You've got 5 to 9 books published and you only put 2 on Readio. You don't qualify. You have to give us a certain amount of your library, if not the complete library, in order to qualify. Okay? And why wouldn't you give us your whole library? You're getting 75% royalties. You're catering to readers who are coming specifically to Readio to read your content. They're not going to be trying to comb through the big monsters out there, trying to find you. And side note, I'm an author first. And I know the game. You've got a book, but if you put that Christian on there, a lot of people won't read it because they see Christian. So you put it in the secular category, and then somebody will read it, and hopefully they won't bite and give you a bad review, which I have seen. Someone got really trashed because they placed their book in a category and didn't specify that it was religious or had Christian content, and they got chewed out. I mean, the review was like, wow. That made me think. For Readio, we are strictly faith-based. And when I say faith-based, I don't mean that loosely. So if you're into New Age and mysticism and Taoism and Buddhism and all the other isms, this is not the site for you. We are going to be combing through our catalog. We're going to be combing through our database, and we're going to be expecting and relying on our readers to flag content. It's like, this is not the Most High inspired. This is inspired, but it's not the Most High inspired. And yes, we can be that selective because there's so many great, listen, I have a lot of paperbacks and ebooks by some awesome authors out there who write faith-based, inspired by the Most High books in all subgenres. Okay? Anything, any genre relating to fiction and nonfiction, there are awesome, great books out there. Why should you have to lie to get your book in front of a lot of readers because you had to classify it in one of the more popular classifications on one of these big giants? Listen, none of that here. If it's Christian fantasy, it's fantasy. We already know it's Christian-based or faith-based or Most High inspired. If it's futuristic, you tag it as such. Okay? We want to be honest, and we want our readers, you know, the worst thing is, and it's happened to me, they said it was a contemporary Christian or whatever. They didn't say that there was some adult content couple pages down, and when I got the book, I was like, man, I don't need to be reading that right now, you know? And I'm not the type who returns books, so I just ate the payment. But that's not fair to a reader. We want our readers to get content where they know if it says it's clean, it's clean. Because everybody, come on, let's be real. We are all believers here. Everybody can't take a romance book. Some of us, we ain't in that place in our lives where we could, that fire is out for a reason. Hello, somebody, okay? All right. So with Readio, you can be a big fish in a small pond. Not saying Readio is a small pond, but we are more a focused pond. We only have a certain type of fish in this pond. Or you can be a small fish in a big pond and hope somebody finds your book, and you do a lot of marketing on your own. Speaking of marketing, we have marketing programs because as an author, remember, I'm an author first, and I know a lot of authors are introverts. They don't want to do no marketing. They're trying to learn how to use Canva, Photoshop. They barely want to learn how to upload something on Instagram or Twitter or even Facebook. We have something for you. We have our Limelight email that goes out twice a week, and we have ad space very reasonably priced, and you can do it for one spot or you can do it for a month, however long you want, okay? And we have different size ads that also go not only on our emailers, but also on our website. Yes, you can actually have your book on our website. A bonus to that is Two Tigers is the parent company of Readio, so there are two websites. Any website ad on Readio is duplicated on Two Tigers website. Two Tigers gets a lot of traffic because they are already established, and also people from across the world go to Two Tigers to get some of our free teaching downloads that have been on there. Special shout out to my brother in the faith on the front line, Minister Kevin L.A.U. And I love you, I love you, I love you. Special shout out to your beautiful, gorgeous wife, Deidre. Thank you so much for all that you've done in my life, in my ministry. And I just want to say a special shout out to you. Special shout out to the partners who are even contemplating working with us. You might see this video and you might be thinking, maybe I want to be a part of that. Listen, this is a vision. This is nothing to do with Zeta. This is nothing to do with me. After I've done everything, I say, Father, I've done what you asked. Take it over. This is a vision, and you want to be part of it. Not for my benefit, but for the benefit of the kingdom, right? All right, I said I wasn't going to preach, so I'm not going to preach. What else am I missing? I mean, Facebook tried to mess me up. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish reading this. We got that 5,000 something extra, remember? So on top of the money we're giving away, if you're a part of the first 250 authors to go all the way through the onboarding and uploading your book process, out of that first 250 authors, we're going to take 5 of them and randomly select them, and they are going to each get $1,000 worth of ad money. It's called the Grand Slam Ad Package, where they end up getting 52, that's 5, 2, that's 52 weeks in a year, 52 ad spots. That's 1 ad spot per year. Let that sink in. If you are an author, especially an author who has several books already published, and you're still writing like many of us are, could you benefit from an a free ad every week for a book? It's not the same book. You can switch it out. It's not the same book, but you can have multiple books utilizing those ads. Think about it. I hope that's enough incentive just to get you started. Don't worry, the link will be distributed, and I'll also put it in the description where you can get started. So what else? What other goodies we got? Yes. Coming soon, we have some programs. We understand that not everybody's got that extra cash to buy a book on the regular. We are talking about our students, those going to college or university. We are putting together our program geared just for you, and it is our RSB, or our Readio Student Subscription Book. Basically, you would pay a low monthly subscription fee, and you will get coupons for free books to read for the month, okay? That way, you're not paying, in actuality, you're paying a really good price, because the subscription price for some of the ebooks I see, that's just 1 ebook, or maybe 1.5 ebooks. You get 3 books. These are not short stories. These can be short stories, but these are also full-length novels, okay? So we have that coming up. Stay tuned, follow us. You'll find out more about that in the coming weeks. We also have, for those of you, like a coworker of mine. I mean, he goes through a book in like a full-length novel, though. He goes through one of those in like 3 days just on his lunch hour. And something that I had often thought about doing was called Lunchbox Reads, or LBR. So a Lunchbox Read, however, for us at Readio, is if you've got like flash fiction, or you've got a short story or novelette or novella, you can put that in our Lunchbox Read program, where someone will pay a small subscription fee, and they'll be able to get some books to read on their lunch break. Some of us, you know, we're introvert readers too, right? And we're eating our lunch, and we just want to read a book and not be bothered. Well, this is perfect for you. You get to read a lot of different stories. They're not full-length novels, but they're Lunchbox Read, meant to be read either in one lunch sitting or over a period of 1 or 2 days, okay? So that's something that's coming up in the next few weeks. What else? I'm going to go check out the questions in a minute. If you've got questions, we're going to have a Q&A session. So don't worry, I'm going to get to you. I really wanted to do the screen share and all that, but hey, it is what it is. Now, something I want to talk about, I'm looking at my paperwork here. Make sure I don't forget anything. Crowdfunding. We also have a crowdfunding page. Now, so far, Readio has been built off of Two Tigers' revenue and my personal investment. The app is real. The app is up. The app is actually at Google right now being reviewed. The app is real. But this is not the app review. This is the pre-launch author party, talking to you authors, okay, about Readio. But anything dealing with tech, needs constant maintenance and update. And also we are planning to do some future things in tech for Readio. So we have decided to have a crowdfunding page. The link will be in the description. If you're not an author and you're just one of my beautiful supporters and friends and you just want to leave a contribution, you can do so from $10 minimum and up. You can just leave a contribution. But what we did with for the authors and also for publishing companies, through our crowdfunding, instead of just giving you products and things, we're giving you, again, ad spots at a huge discount. The crowdfunding ad spots are deep discounts. They're not just a little, they're deep discounts compared to what you would pay regularly for just an ad here or an ad there. That's our way of you getting really, really, really great value for the money that you're sowing and seeding into this growing business. The money from the crowdfunding is, again, to help pay for the growing administrative needs that we are going to have. We're going to have to contract more people to assist on the back end, as well as for our development team, because developing tech is not cheap, okay? So we have that available as well. Okay, we have that available. What else do we have? Q&A. So I'm going to take my eyes off of this camera. Yeah, I'm going to take my eyes off of this camera. Didn't want to. Let me see something. I'm going to use my other computer screen. I'm going to log into Facebook real quick. Thank you guys so much for just taking time out of your busy schedule. Hopefully I don't get any feedback. So I'm going to shut my mic down on just here. 1 second. Let me just close this mic off. Thank you so much to the Stripe team, dropping all those links in here. Thank you so much, Joyce. Okay, we've got Brother Bill. Brother Bill, another one of our great cheerleaders. Thank you so much for all the shares. Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you so much. Joyce has some great, awesome stories. Preferably, she'll have them on Readio as well. Let's see. So if you have any questions, feel free to. Adam said, "I'm still a cub." Don't worry, Adam. You will outgrow your cubness in short order. You'll be able to claim your other spots. Yeah, a lot of authors, they prefer to write versus marketing. And that's understandable. You know, marketing is a skill set in itself. So you really have to have a passion for marketing, and it requires creativity. Brother Ralph, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Listen, if you're enjoying this, please give us a thumbs up and a like. Please share the video on your different screens, or I should say your different pages. Let's see. Okay, so nobody has any questions right now. I know based on time zone, and this was pretty quick. Again, when you're working in tech, you gotta be fluid, and we had to do this pre-launch because the app went straight to Google, and so we had to push our timeline up and have this party. I was hoping to make it at a time when other people can join, but that's okay. That's what they call replay. You can catch the replay, and you'll be able to see all the things that we have to offer. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, those of you who are here. All right, I got 20 minutes. So nobody has any questions. No one has any questions. Okay. Thank you so much, Brother Ralph. Yeah, I wanted to do a screen share and all of that, but the connection's not the best. It's kind of overcast where I am, and I had to do a retake, so I wasn't able to do the screen shares. But the website is live. It's up. The books that are on there, again, it's stated that they're mock-ups, but you get to see what the layout looks like, what we're planning on doing once we have real books to put on there. So do check it out. It's radioapp.com. It's really easy to remember. Feel free to check it out. Again, if you're an author, there are lots of links that the team has put in the chat here. So if you want to get started, you want to click on the link that says Readio app pre-launch. It has the flyer. But then again, don't worry if you're confused because there are a lot of links to look at. I will edit the description of this video with all the pertinent links you need to get started so you can start being a part of that 250 crowd to get some of those ad dollars. Let's see what else we have. Okay, I wanted to save this for the end, but I'm just going to share it now. It's got like another 20 minutes. I said it would be an hour. If I had done the screen, it would have been an hour. Let's see. So Joyce says, I'm interested in the proposals for publishers, book creators, or book mentors. So Joyce, let's see if I can help you with that. So book publishers would be just like an author, except you're publishing, you can do two things. You can control their content. So you would have an account where you upload their content, change the pricing and all that good stuff. Or you can be advertising your own publishing company, which means you'd be a BPP. So a book provider professional, okay? So you would have an ad promoting your publishing company. Mentorship, okay, I know you do a lot of things. You do some publishing, you do mentorship, and so forth. So that would be an ad where you can place on our, in our Limelight that goes out weekly for business ads. For authors, we have two Limelights that go out twice a week. So we have one that goes out on Tuesdays, one goes out on Fridays. And those are just to readers promoting their books. But for people like yourself who are a publisher, a book mentor, I know you have some writing class coaching and things like that, you would go in our weekly Limelight that goes to authors. So it's targeted to authors who want to be a part of, or who may want to take part in what you have to offer. So that's how that would work. But definitely, if you're interested, when you go on the site, we have the promote your brand page. And there you can find, and also a frequently asked page, you can find the necessary links. We did the website in the collapsible, so you can see what you need. There's links. You can get more information on the things that we offer as far as promoting your brand. So it's on the promote your brand page on the website, okay? Okay, you just launched okay, so Joyce says she just launched a book mentorship class. Book mentorship with classes. Okay, yeah, something like that you can definitely do. Okay, right there. So someone from the team, the link is right there under your comment, Joyce. It's the promote with us. You can get more information there. So by all means, check it out. Anybody else curious, have any questions? I know what I wanted to talk about. Let me talk about that. Let me just get to that screen. Okay. Just bear with me real quick. There's some things that I want the authors in particular. Some of the features, I want to just touch on this. As an author, as well as a reader, you might want to know, what are some of the features in the app? Well, we have the rating. Like I said, only people who have purchased your book, whether it's an ebook or an audiobook, can go back and leave a rating. So when you see ratings for a book, they are not ratings where someone just went and clicked the button and left a vague rating. So in other words, they are verified purchase ratings. Someone had to purchase the book in order to leave a rating. And again, like the rating system you're accustomed to, 1 star is really bad, 5 star is awesome, and then someone can also leave a comment. So that's something that we were really adamant about. We didn't want people to inflate the ratings by paying people to just go on there and click the ratings and set up dummy accounts and then you just rate and you haven't read the book at all. No, these are verified purchase ratings, okay? You can also share a link from Readio app to social media. So you can send it to like Facebook or Twitter. You can send it to your private messenger groups or like on WhatsApp or your private messenger group. If you find something, you'd be like if I find a great read and I want to share it with a friend, I'd be like, woo, this is good. So I'll just hit that share button and I'll send them the link and be like, you need to check this book out, okay? You have the favorite feature. Who is that? Somebody is messaging me while I'm live. Okay. That's the team. I will talk about that. You have a favorite feature, okay? And the favorite feature is good because you can see some books, like, it's kind of like a wish list. So I see a book I like, and there's a little heart shape at the top right of the book cover, and I just press it, and the heart turns red, and that goes to my favorite section in the app. So I can come back and check it out and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I wanted to get that book. But the thing about it is we have a feature where when an author drops the price of that book, you will get an instant notification saying that the book price has changed. So then you'll be able to go and say, well, that book was, say, $6.99. The author dropped the price. I was thinking about getting it next week. I'm going to get it right now because she or he dropped the price. It's half off or whatever the case may be. So if you see a book and you're not ready to purchase, hit the little heart on the top right of the book cover and it'll turn red and it'll go to your favorites. And then you can always go back and purchase it later. And most importantly, if the author puts it on sale, you'll get a notification to say, hey, the book price has changed. And you go, yes, that's well in my budget, purchase, all right? You can purchase through PayPal or Stripe. Stripe is for credit cards, debit cards, or you can use your PayPal account if you want to. When we were doing some early studies with Two Tigers, a lot of people were like, I don't have PayPal, they may be out of the country, and it's hard to get a PayPal account like that. They want to pay with credit cards, so now we offer in-app. Everything is in the app. You buy in the app. If you've got access to coupon codes, you put the coupon code in the app before checkout and it'll reduce the price, okay? Coupons. We have coupons, but they're not coupons you're thinking about. We have coupons that we're giving to people who get the RSB, which is the Readio subscription book, for those of you who have a college email or university email. You have to have one of those in order to qualify to get that subscription. You'll get a coupon code that will allow you your allocated number of books per month, as well as the Lunchbox Reads, okay? What else? The Bbp Limelight, like I said, that is for business book publishing service providers. So again, if you are a small press, a large press, if you do book cover designs or anything that helps an author take their thought to royalties as a service, you are someone that can advertise with us targeted to authors. Your ads don't go to a bunch of readers who couldn't care less. Your ads go straight to the authors who may be looking for somebody to help them with the different phases of getting their works published. If you're a book narrator, remember, Readio is also catering to audiobooks. So you might be a book narrator and you want to just advertise your services. We have a few of those that have partnered with us already. You can place an ad on our Bbp Limelight and that'll go straight to authors, because a lot of authors want their books as an audiobook, Some of them don't know how to do it. Some of them feel trapped by what's currently available to them. It's very limiting and it's very expensive. But Readio is working out a way to cut the cost of audiobook creation. More on that in the months to come. But we are working on giving a audiobook alternative to what is currently there. Something I know someone asked before, I don't see them here on this live, and I'll just say it. What about contract agreements and, stipulations I can't be on this platform and this platform? At Readio, there are no stipulations. What we call in the industry going wide, meaning you can be on different platforms as well as Readio. We do not hold you down to any exclusive contract, okay? That's different from those of you who've signed up as a Two Tigers author. That's different. I've got a few on here. That's not you. We're talking about somebody who is not a Two Tigers signed author, and they have their books, and they're wondering, well, can I place it in Readio app and place it on a competitor? Yes, you can. But we don't consider them our competitors. Why? Because Readio is exclusively catering to people who want to read Christian or faith-based, inspired by the Most High works. To us, they're just another app. They're just another platform. We are catering, someone said, to a niche. Well, our niche is not like this. Our niche is like this. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of people who read the content that's going to be on Readio. I know, I did the market research. Those of you who know me, you understand what that means. I did the research. There are a lot of people wanting your content. That's why we created Readio. So those are just some of the features. Again, also, if you're an author and you say, I want to put my book on sale, or I want to put my book for free for a limited time, you can do that with Readio. You can make your book free for a limited time. We allow you to make it free of cost for 7 calendar days. 7 calendar days, you're allowed to make it free on Readio. By the 8th day, you need to change the price back to what it was before, or make it something other than free, okay? We will be monitoring those of you who are not adhering to that, and why we ask you to do it for no more than 7 days at a time. Not 7 days, change the price, and then we're asking you to do that because there are administrative costs in the background with getting files transferred. We are trying to what? Offer the royalties, the most royalties to you, the author, as possible. But if we see people taking advantage of certain things, then that's going to cost us more money. And if we don't make money, you don't make money. So be advised, you can place your book for free on Readio for 7 consecutive days. That's the length, the max you can do it within a month. So once a month, you can put it down to 0 if you want. But by the 8th day, you need to change the price. And what's important about the pricing in Readio, everything is in real time. So when you put your book to the database, it's there. There's no 72-hour wait for it to be checked and all that. It's real time. When you change the price for an item in Readio, once you hit that button, the price instantly changes. Okay? So it's real-time pricing, real-time upload. Somebody, I know a few author friends before, they accidentally uploaded the wrong file. So in the event you upload the wrong version of your book, and that can happen, trust you, I know, you have the ability to go back into the Readio author portal and upload the correct version. If somebody by chance already purchased that book and it's in their library, when you upload the real file or the correct file, their library file will automatically be replaced. So you won't have to worry about that, okay? What we do not have right now available is pre-launch, pre-orders. We don't have that available at this time. Again, we did what we could do to get this app out, and the father kept saying, you're going to waste time trying to be perfect. Get it out. The quality is there. It's a great app. What we don't have right now is pre-order ability and pre-order sales ranking. What does that mean? If you have a book that is about to release and you want it to release tomorrow, you can get yourself all your information ready and you can launch it on the day it releases. Remember, once you hit that submit button, that book is live. There's no waiting period, okay? And you can still mark it saying the book will be on Readio September 2nd. So people know to look out for it. That's why we are partnering with a lot of people to try and help get the other aspect of publishing handled for you, which is marketing. Because as an author, I hear every author I talk to, I'm like, what's the most hurtful or painful process of publishing a book? Marketing, getting my book out there, finding ads, creating ads. We are working to help provide that service for you. We're providing a place where your books will get seen by people you probably will never have the ability to get your work in front of, because we are partnering with people who have other audiences, okay, not just our audience. So we're like, collaborating. If you understand what I'm saying, you'll get it, okay? If you don't worry, you'll understand soon. We are also, again, building our team. So shout out to those of you who are watching this replay or the live, and you have the ability to do some type of it, whether it's administrative work, social media management, graphic designer, book cover designer, videographer, video editor, photographer, talk to us, collaborate with us, because we are building a team. And okay, let me just make it simple and plain. We are building our team. We are looking for team members. 2 of us on the team have already had dreams where we've seen our team members. We know what some of you look like. We are waiting for you to come. We are waiting for you to find us. We are waiting and ready. So if you have a skill set that can be used to help further Readio's vision, connect with us and let us know, because we are actively looking to contract with people to build our growing team. Okay, let me see what else. Let's see what else we got here. Adam, I see your question. I'm going to get to that right now. Joyce Stewart, my beloved Joyce Stewart. Joyce Stewart says, are you still creating book trailers? Your creativity is amazing. Perhaps my students will need these services. Yes, Joyce, you can go to zetacodes.tech. And I also have a Facebook page here. That'd probably be the easiest way to reach me here. I will consider doing book trailers based on my availability. And that can change after tonight, right? I do enjoy doing book trailers. Honestly, I do enjoy them. But I'm also looking, if you are a book trailer maker, and if you haven't seen the type of book trailers I do, then go to zetacodes.tech right here on Facebook. I have some of the examples up there. I like trailers that look like a movie, because movies is my #1 love, okay? Movies is my #1 love, and I'm going to leave that right there. If you have ears to hear, let them hear. Movies is my #1 love. And right now I'm doing what? Book publisher, author, app creator. So what's next? Okay. But if you want a trailer made, I'm still open to taking requests, but I can't promise I'll be able to do that. But Joyce, I'll be happy to definitely work with you and your students as far as that is concerned. If you are a book trailer maker, we also want you as a part of the team. So connect with us. We are looking to see. I just got someone asking me if I can make book trailers. And truth be told, I doubt I'll ever get back to that, because I plan to be quite busy with Readio. And that's something that I can pass over to you. We like our trailers to be very engaging. So you have different styles of book trailers, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go see the ones I did. Some of them are a bit crude, some of them are really great, but if you're just putting words to music and all of that, that's not the kind of book trailers we're talking about. We want you. Those of you who are visionaries, we want you. Joyce says, I love this. Thank you, Joyce. People like Joyce Stewart and Adam Sharp and Bill. That's why I created Readio. I said, Father, I'll take this. I'll take this. I'll take this vision and I'll run with it. I'll take this vision, I'll run with it. That's a teaching moment right there. You have a vision. Take it and run with it. I'm a living example of what it means to take a vision and run with it. You can do it. Was it easy? No. Were there nights when I just wanted to crawl in my bed and just go to sleep? Many, including last night. Did I want to stay in my bed a little later this morning? Yes, I did. But I had to get ready for this event. I had to push. When there was issues with the app and I just wanted to go like this to the developers, yes, let's be real. There were moments like that. But I knew the vision had to come to pass. You have a vision. I don't know what it is the Father's given you. You might just want to, I don't know, write one book. That's okay. You want to be a one booker? That's okay. We need the one bookers because you've got one book in you that can sell. Listen, I've written several and there's one book, Be Free from Spirit Spouses, book 1 that sells every day. There are copies being sold every day of just that one book, and I've written more than one. So if I was just a one booker, that would be my one book. But it's the content that's important. And if the Father's given it to you, get busy. You may not be a writer, may not be an author, but you are one talented graphic designer, videographer. Okay? You might be able to code. Like me, you can just, I was self-taught coding. I taught myself how to code. You can code. We need you too. The kingdom needs you too, right? So take the vision that he's given you and run with it. Adam wants to know, so can I put Faith is Tangible on Readio even if it's on Lulu? Yes, you can, Adam. You can put your book on Readio even if it's on any other platform out there. We do not require exclusivity, okay? It doesn't matter to us. One thing we are exclusive about is the content and who our reader base is. So if your book is on many of the other platforms out there, kudos, hats off to you, congratulations. But I can tell you this, the majority of their readers are not the ones you're looking for. Our readers are exclusively looking for our content. Yes, I want Faith is Tangible. I was going to ask you about it, Adam. I want Faith is Tangible on Readio. There's some books by some authors who I didn't see show up. They probably come and watch the replay. I'm not going to drop no names. Donovan Neal, yes. Oh, did I just drop Donovan Neal's name? I want your books on Readio too. I know they're on Amazon, but hey, we have no contracts with anyone. And that's something I want to segue into before I read the rest of the comments. Hallelujah. As an author, it infuriates me when I see these contracts that these other platforms and companies are trying to get you guys to sign on, where you have to be on their platform exclusively for X amount of months. Exclusively means you can't not be on their platform and anywhere else. Readio doesn't have that. What we do say is that you be on our platform for at least, I think it's 6 months, so you get a return on investment, because it takes time for your book to be seen, okay? But that doesn't mean you can only be on our platform for 6 months and nowhere else. No, you can have it anywhere else you want. But from a marketing perspective, you cannot have your book on Readio for a week or 30 days or 60 days and expect to make a lot of sales. It can happen, but that's really not how it goes. People need to see. I have seen book covers all across social media, and I'm like, I know, oh, that's that book. I'm getting that book. I've done seen that book like 3 times already on cross social media. The same thing with the app. People will see your book and they'll be like, man, I keep something about this book. You know what? I'm gonna get this book. So you have to have patience, okay? But what you don't have to do is sign away royalties, because this is it. Many people I've been scouting for Readio on the sly. I haven't really approached them, but I just noticed their books. I'm like, I would love to read that on Readio. They make a post and it tells me they are ball and chain to some other platform because they signed an agreement. You just signed away royalties. Don't do that. Get out of that agreement by any means necessary. The best way you can, just get out of it. Do not lock yourself into the facade of a high reader base. And let me tell you how I know you may have your book on these sites because your ranking is very low. Because why? They have a huge pile of books and your ranking is still very low. You might rank high in a few places here and there, but overall your ranking is really low. I'm all about the author getting the most money. Writing a book is work. And so we believe that you should be compensated for your work. That's why I could have made the royalties the same as everybody else. I said, no, we want to be set apart even further by giving back the most royalties currently available to an author for an ebook or an audiobook. I'll let that sink in. All right. Yes, Mr. Sharp, we shall talk. Jeez, bro. Okay, Joyce, so I guess you're dropping names of people. I don't know who they are. If they're authors or whatever, then you'll have to let me know. Okay, cedarcodes.tech. Okay, thank you so much. Yep, that's it right there. Shamika Williams. Hi, Shamika. I think Shamika is a graphic designer. I'm not sure, but she's a graphic artist. So Shamika, you might want to watch the replay of this. All right, what time is it? Okay, I'm going to soon end this. Let me just go through and see anybody else. Bill Foster. Bill Foster has been one of our cheerleaders from day one. Yes. Really appreciate you, Bill. Thanks for all the sharing and everything. Yes, Donovan Neal. Donovan Neal. If you haven't read any of his works or, yeah. Stuff like Donovan Neal, that's the kind of stuff that I like to read. Okay, so I said I was going to save it for the end, and we're coming to an end. If nobody has any questions then, or any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I've given enough information to wet your whistle. We have a lot of links, and the best place to go is the website. Even if you just go to the website, you will see the GIF for this party. Click on that, and that'll help you get started to be part of the first 250 authors. And then you can just peruse around the website, see what everything is. Thank you, Father, first of all, for giving me the insight for the website. That's a tongue twister right there. Yes. The Father gave me the insight for the website design and layout, and that is what I've been working on now for quite a while. And I just want to thank him for that. I want to give him all the honor because without him, I could not have built the website. So yeah, I built the website, is what I'm saying. Okay. No, I'm not really looking to do any more web designings per se. I will consult because I have studied on web design, user experiences, experience with interaction with the technology. Because if you've ever been on an app, and I've had some apps, I've been on some websites, the user experience is really not that great. Okay, so cedarcodes.tech. If you want web consulting, I do offer web design, but I might have to take that down because I don't expect to be able to really do much more outside of Readio when it comes to tech. But I'm always available for, Q&A. I may not ever pick up the phone and call you because I can't. I just have so much going on. But if you leave me a message, I'm usually able to respond to you much faster. I'm always willing to help somebody else out who's trying to get their dream off the ground. That's what I do because so many people have done it with me, right? What we were waiting for. Today we signed, and I appreciate them so much. Thanks again to Phillips Consulting for arranging all this. We signed with two companies, and they so generously, they so generously made an offer. So let's go back, and then I'm going to close. For the 250 authors, you might be like, how are you going to pick them? We're going to pick them live. We're going to pick them live. We're going to pick them live. Thank you, Father. You just gave me a download. We're going to pick them live on social media, probably on Facebook Live again. So how it works, all the author pen names will be on a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet will be available to everyone on Google Drive. Only the pen names, no private information is going to be distributed. And each author will be given a number. And on Facebook Live, you're going to see me do a number selection, a random number generator. And we're going to, you know, if you watch Lotto, you know how they do Lotto or Fantasy 5, how they just do the ball and everything? Yeah. We're going to do one push of the button, and we're going to select all of the authors. We'll probably do, I think they can do up to 10 or more. However, they can, how many numbers they can publish at one time, we're going to do that. So you get to see who wins. Every author will be given a number. You'll have access to the Google Drive spreadsheet, and you can see if you're a winner and who the authors are, right? And that's how we're going to pick the 245. And then we'll do a separate drawing for the extra 5, making it 250. Those extra 5, remember, they don't get the other, they just get a straight $1,000 worth of ad money, equivalent to 1 ad per week for 1 year. Man, where was Readio when I got started? So, thank you so much to Creative Cover Book Designs, as well as, I pray I say this right, oh my goodness, Kaliash, I think it's Kaliash Designs. Okay, Sheila, you're gonna have to help me say that word. Thank you, Sheila, at Kaliash Designs, and also Creative Cover Book Designs. These two companies have generously offered 4 authors. So 4 of you wonderful people. You don't have to be published already. Maybe you have a WIP and you're getting it ready and you need a cover design. You could be one of the 4 people to win not only an ebook cover, but also a paperback cover. And it's custom. This is not pre-made. These are custom covers. You get 1 ebook and paperback. So it's the same book. You get the ebook and the paperback custom designed by one of these lovely companies that do creative book covers. So we're going to randomly pick 4, and the 4 of those covers are valued at over $900. So what does that mean? These are not $10 book covers, okay? These are not $10 book covers. So 4 of you, and to be eligible for this, go ahead and do the same thing. On board. And you may not have a book cover to upload at the time, but as long as you've onboarded with your information and everything, you'll be in this drawing as well. Okay? So we're going to have 4 of them valued at over $900, all 4 of them, not one book cover. Now let me clarify. It's not going to be each cover is valued at $900. No. All 4 combined covers, the total value of the giveaway is over $900. Okay, so you get 1 cover design. You get it in the ebook and in the paperback format. To be eligible for these things, to be in the 250, to get one of these 4 book covers, you have to onboard. If you're in America, you have to onboard as a U.S. author through Stripe. All your information. It's painless. I did it myself. All I needed was my photo ID and my bank account information. If you're outside the U.S., you too will just provide us with the information that we request. And then you can do your onboarding later. You still will be in the number. But you have to do all of this by Tuesday, August 11th. That's next Tuesday. Whoever's in that pot, we're going to divvy up the money with them, right? We're going to divvy up the ad money with them. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Team, have I forgotten anything? I went over my notes here. Let's see. Again, if you haven't checked out the website went live, I think, yesterday. Go ahead and check it out. It's no longer the same landing page. It's a full functioning website. You do not buy books on the website. All books are purchased in the app. When the app goes live in the Google Play Store, we will make another announcement. You'll have to go and download the app on your Android device, and then you can go ahead and purchase away. For you authors, you need to get signed up as soon as possible, again, by Tuesday, August 11th. In order to claim your spot in the over 75,000. I didn't realize the number was that high. Up to $75,000 in free ad space is what we're giving away. And if you're one of the 5 extra super anointed and favored, you will get $1,000 in free ad space. That's 1 ad per week for 1 year. I mean, let me ask this question. Are they giving you any of this? Why then do you have all your works on their platform? Last time I checked, you had to pay for any type of marketing with any other competitor, quote unquote. Because like I said, they're not our competitor. Why? Because we are targeting who our reader base is. We are targeting who our authors are. We're not taking everybody. We don't have books for every taste and every palate. We are select, yes, and we are niche. But this niche, trust me, market research shows this is a huge niche. You don't need to be greedy. You don't need to be grabalicious. You don't need to have more than you can use, okay? Thank you so much for taking part with me. Thank you so much for putting up with the technical difficulties. That's one of the things I hate with doing live. I'm on Facebook because we have the Facebook page. Personally, I prefer going on a different platform like YouTube or one of them because that's what they do, video streaming, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for all of you who have shared, who will share this video. Thank you for those of you who are going to tune in later on the replay. We will be monitoring the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments of this video or go to the messenger here for Readio app on Facebook and send us a direct message. We'd love to hear from you. We're always open for suggestions and questions and whatnot. We're always here. We're ready to answer. Joyce says, is there a subscription fee for authors? No. I think you're asking, okay, so the subscription, there's no subscription. It doesn't cost an author 1 penny to upload their books and be a part of Readio. You do not pay to have your books on Readio. It is free download app. The app is free to download, and it's free for authors to upload their work. The subscription is for college and university students. That's one. We're offering them some books a month for very low subscription rate. And then for those of you who may not be in college and you like to enjoy a nice, sweet book on your lunch break, we call it Lunchbox Reads because it's lunch break time and you read on your lunch break. But honestly, it could be on your commute. Some of you commute, okay? Some of you commute public transportation or the train or whatever, and you instead of listening to music or you want something to read, you can read one of the Lunchbox Read books. It doesn't matter if you're in college or not. That's open to everybody, the Lunchbox Read. Or you might be like, you know what, every evening I want to have a different adventure. I really don't want to watch Netflix. I'm tired of Netflix. I'm tired of watching TV. You can get the Lunchbox Read subscription and enjoy some books just before you go to bed or chilling out, whatever. You can read it while you're on the beach. You can read it while you're on the airplane, whatever. The Lunchbox Read was conceptualized for those of us who have time to kill. You could be doing laundry, waiting for the laundry to be done, and you're at the laundromat or you're down in the laundry room if you're living in a high-rise apartment building or whatever, and you're sitting there, you'd be like, wow, I can get my Lunchbox Read out and I can get this book done right now before the towels are finished drying. Okay, let's see, some of the questions. Joyce says, so can I upload my books? Well, can you, Joyce? As long as they are in ebook format. And on the website, we have a link if you don't know how to convert your Word documents into an EPUB, because the book has to be EPUB. We've pretty much thought of everything. And if we didn't, please let us know. So there's a link and it's easy to use. And I'm big on doing tutorial videos. I'll do like maybe a 2-minute video if it takes that long. Probably won't, probably take like a minute, and show you how to convert any file type from one version to another. So your book has to be in EPUB format. So you can take it from Word to EPUB, PDF to EPUB, however you want to do it. Yes, Joyce, you can upload your books to Readio. Joyce is like, this is a no-brainer. Thank you so much, Joyce. It is a no-brainer. That's what I thought too. But believe it or not, there's some people who are still like, I don't know. And that's fine if you don't know. We love you anyway. We still want your books. Some people, they have to really see the thing happen. But then there are others, and we love you in particular, who see the vision. Okay? Side note, all of my stuff is coming off everybody else's website and it's going on Readio. I will leave one book on the other competitor / competitor websites and apps. Only one. All my other books are going on Readio. And you know which book I'm going to leave. It's the number one. It's the one that everybody wants to read. But it's going to be on their site at a higher price. Yes. So to get the best price, you're going to have to go to Readio to get my books. Okay, so someone like Joyce has several books. That's the strategy, okay, for all you writers who are not real marketing gurus, that's the strategy. You leave your best-selling book on their website, on their app, and then you put all the others on Readio. And what you do is you let everybody know inside the book, not in the synopsis, because they're bots, they're tech bots, they'll pick it up. You put it inside the book. You put it like on the first page. It's like, all my other books are on Readio. Get it in the Google Drive. No, it's not available in iOS at this point. We are looking to create the app in iOS. We were working on it, truth be told, but there was some developmental issues with the way we wanted it coded and the way they would accept it at this point. So in the future, we hope to have Readio available on iOS. But it is available on Android, which is the most popular worldwide device. So we looked at that too. We were like, yeah, we're going to go with the Droid because believe it or not, there are more people that have Droid than have iOS. I don't have iOS. I never was an Apple fan except for my laptop. But for my phone, no. Any more questions before I end it? I mean, I really appreciate hanging out with you guys. I should do an after party on my own page. What do you think? If you want to have an after party after this party on my page, because I don't want to, load up Readio app here, then leave a comment. If you want to meet me in the after party, we're going to have a 10-minute after party. I'm feeling real generous, so you might want to join the after party. And I know my team is like, oh my goodness, she's going to give away those next. So if you want to join me in an after party on my own page, leave a comment. I know there's a time delay, so I'm going to give you a few minutes. I might just be giving something away over there. I don't know. I'll see. I just might. What? Nobody's saying anything? Oh, goodness. There he goes. Bill's like, I'm up for it. All right, I just needed one. So I'm going to go ahead and have an after party on my own page. And so you might not know what my page is. My page is under Zeta Grant. Okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys made this all worth it. You guys made the past 10 months all worth it. Joyce is like, let's go. You guys made it all worth it. Thank you so, so much. I can't say thank you enough. I'm excited, but I'm kind of holding it back. I'm really going to be excited when the app goes live. That's when I'm going to be like flying away. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. May your creativity continue to flow. May the Father continue to bless and increase your hands and the things that you touch. May He give you the capacity to churn all those ideas that He gives you into wonderful masterpieces. And be sure to add those masterpieces to Readio app.